Tyler, just starting, what updates have you heard about court?
Still getting, still assessing that, not clear, understand what, the entirety of it is, but, should have some more information soon.
All right, Jason.
Tyler, are you guys, is your initial concern about an ACL?
Still assessing, I'm not sure, so we'll have more information soon.
Maggie, front row on your left.
How has your job changed now that you're not going to have somebody like a veteran point guard like Salute?
Yeah, well, I don't want to put those assumptions on her yet without knowing the full details, but I think that I think we all got to step up and be better, and it starts with me. And so, you know, I don't absolve myself from that responsibility. I got to be better for our players, and you know, for the time being, it's we got to focus all of our energy on New York and being in the best possible position to go and try to win that one. So it's about learning from these types of games and not letting it again define us moving forward. This is a little setback today, but we got to continue to push forward.
Carly, then Blake.
Career Marsh. Just what you finally were able to see, expanded minutes out of Haley today. Obviously she's coming into a position that she hasn't been in and played a lot, throughout the season. But what were your initial thoughts of what she gave today as the point guard?
Yeah, I thought she was solid. Still got to watch the tape. There's obviously some areas of improvement that we can work on, but I thought that she was put in a tough position to have to not just steer the ship, but she had to provide some extremely valuable minutes in a tough situation. And so I thought she handled it as well as she could. I think that we'll continue to watch film, and she'll be able to learn from her experiences and things of that nature, and we'll put her in better positions to be effective. But I thought she handled the pressure well for the most part, and we just got to do a better job all around of handling it as a team.
We'll go Blake, right side of the room.
Hey, Coach, WR, man. Obviously a tough shooting night. What did you see from the Fever on defense that made it so difficult to score on your guys?
Yeah, their guards made it extremely tough for our guards to facilitate, to move freely. They made it tough for us to get it into the post freely as well. So they just made it difficult for us tonight. The pressure really took us out of our offense and the freedom that we want to move with. And so that was kind of the crux of everything.
Ben left.
How does tonight just compare with how you feel right now to after opening night against Indiana?
I think more of the concern tonight is our hearts are with Slew. I think that when she went down, it kind of took the energy out the building a little bit on our side, and it was tough for us to regroup from that. We're not using that as an excuse, but it's how we felt. It's how our team felt, and so trying to bounce back from that was tough, especially from a highly energetic and physical Indiana team that was motivated to come in here and get a win. And so, again, we just got to continue to push forward, and I know Sue would want us to do that as well. So.
Go back to Jason, then Julia.
Tyler, you're trying to implement a new system. You've got a new roster that's just been put together. What has Courtney meant to you trying to get that going? And then how do you move forward without such an essential piece?
Yeah, I mean, she's our engine, and so she's she's our captain and our leader out there. So obviously it's a huge blow. But hopefully, it's not as serious as we may think. And so, we're hoping that she is able to bounce back. But for the time being, we all got to pick her up. We all got to lift her up. We all got to lift each other up. And like Beck mentioned, we got to all do a little bit more and pitch in wherever we can. So, no one's feeling sorry for us in the situation that we're in. We got to battle back and stick together and fight through.
Back to Julia, front row on your left.
Beck talked about just feeling like there wasn't that element of toughness, specifically on the defensive side of the court. Where do you feel like that fell apart? Because obviously Courtney is so important to the offense, but defensively maybe is not as central of a piece. What do you feel like just was not clicking there?
Yeah, I think it was more so just the you lose a little bit of energy at times when you go through something like that, but then also shots aren't falling, and so that kind of takes a little bit out of you as well. And we talk all the time about not letting one side of the floor affect the other. And so I think today it did a little bit. And most of the times that your offense is affected by your defense, I think tonight it was the reverse. And so, but again, it's not anything that our players didn't recognize or don't understand. It's something that we got to continue to battle back and fight through and stick together through it. So
We'll go Zachary, back of the room.
Hey, Coach. Angel had another good game on the boards, with 12 rebounds, but she only scored 2 baskets. When you look back at this game, what would be your message to her in terms of being able to take advantage of more opportunities to be able to score?
No, I think we struggled as a team. I don't think Angel struggled tonight. I think we struggled as a team, and so we got to be. It's not Angel being better for us; it's us being better for Angel and everyone else around. And so, it made it tough for anybody to get a rhythm tonight. And so, one thing you don't have to question with Angel is her effort and her energy. And so tonight, I thought she gave us what she could, and she was effective on the glass and gave what she could defensively as well. And so, we got to be better across the board, and that's kind of the bottom line.
I see you go home second on your left.
Coach, what did the lack of Sloot as a facilitator tonight reveal about the work the rest of the team needs to be doing with regard to opening up lanes and assists?
I think it was less about her facilitation and more about her organization. I think that's really where it kind of stemmed from. It looked at times that we were unable to kind of just get into a consistent rhythm. It's one thing if we're just making and missing shots. Tonight we couldn't get the looks that we wanted to generate, and so I think that's kind of where it is, more so the organization side of it.
Go to Andrew on your left and then Brendan.
Tyler, just how did it feel, once the game started, just being in this arena and in this environment in Chicago?
Yeah, it felt great. I think once the game starts, all the noise kind of drowns out on my end, no matter where we are. But I think just in general, the atmosphere was great. The fans got to see an important game for history. I think for us, we had two different sides of this, two different perspectives seeing it. I think that we're grateful for being a part of this experience. At the same time, we're not satisfied with the outcome. So, we appreciate the moment, but we're looking forward to getting back after it and kind of redeeming what we had tonight.
We'll go Brendan back on your left.
Coach, a couple days ago, you said that you thought one of the reasons for the turnovers that plagued this team at the start of the year was getting comfortable in the offense. And then 19 tonight, obviously, with Courtney potentially out for a while, how do you think you need to make sure that the rest of the players who are going to step up, like Haley, can stay comfortable in maybe some more expanded roles?
Yeah, I think that I think tonight again it was a credit to Indiana's ability to take us out of that rhythm, and for us, I think we just got to be persistent and consistent on playing the style of basketball that we want to play, and so we can't have that waver from game to game. We got to generate some consistency there, and I think we will. But we've seen the blueprint of what it looks like when it's clicking. We just have to do it at a consistent on a consistent basis. So
Close that one, Ben.
Have you talked to Sloot post game?
I have not yet.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Alex.